Let's get into the Kendrick Lamar album then. Our thoughts, what I think, what I like, what I dislike. I was on live stream, so you guys got my real life reaction on there. Disc 1 and Disc 2. So Disc 1 is the Big Steppers side, which is 9 tracks. And then Disc 2 is the Mr. Morale side, which is also 9 tracks. Disc 1, let's talk about Disc 1, which is the Big Steppers.
1 through 9, though?
Yeah. I believe it was 7 out of 9 tracks.
Really? That many?
Yeah.
Nice.
I like United in Grief, which is the first track. I like N95, which is Take Off the Wi-Fi, which is second track. I like Die Hard, which is the fourth track.
Right.
I like Father Time, which is the fifth track.
Mm-hmm.
I like Rich Spirit, which is the seventh track. And I like Purple Hearts. Never mind. So 6. I take off the interlude because I didn't really bump the interlude. So 6 out of 9, which I don't really count the interlude. So technically it's 6 out of 8. I mean, me personally, I don't count the interludes. So 6 out of 9.
Yeah, if I had to choose that too, yeah.
Um,
Which one is like your favorite one?
out of the first disc, the Big Steppers, I go back and forth between N95 and Rich Spirit.
Yeah.
I think Rich Spirit is actually my
I think N95 is more playable.
Nah, Rich Spirit is fire, bro. You must not be listening to what I'm listening to.
Take off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you don't remember Rich Spirit?
Hold on, let me sneak peek.
Yeah, let me actually get some of the bars out here because
Yeah, let me do that too. What was the one?
stop playing for me before I turn you to a song. Stop playing with it. Hey, bitch, I'm attractive. Can't fuck with you no more. I'm fasting. Bitch, I'm
I don't like
attractive.
you.
Come on, man. That's I
like
song.
that part.
Yeah. Keep it real, brother. We have to score, brother. Give me that, brother.
Fasting.
So that's what I'm saying. I this track it's very smooth. The production on it. Let me see who produced it. Janice, Sweet, DJ Dahi, Freno, and I have no idea who these producers are, but this is Rich Spirit depicts an irreverent Kendrick talking about his own qualities while trying to stand firm against criticism against him. Kendrick utilizes ethereal melodies and portrays a different side to Lamar's customary approach while debating morality, loyalty, narcissism, and other themes. Yeah, we'll get into the themes of a lot of this stuff. But I think Rich Spirit for the first disc is the best track. I like N95. I like Die Hard. Die Hard is a very smooth female-driven record.
Was that the one that he's going back and forth with the girl?
No, this is that smooth one with the blast.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's record I really enjoy.
Yeah, that's a good, nice, clean.
Purple Hearts.
Dope.
It was really nice seeing on Purple Hearts Sweetie and Ghostface Killer. That is a insane combo, executed perfectly. I love when newer rappers work with older generation rappers like Ghostface Killer. Ghostface Killer is from the 90s/80s, whatever you want to say. So I really enjoyed that. Great record. So yeah, I'll say 6 out of 9. I didn't like the tracks that I didn't like on disc 1 was Worldwide Steppers, the Rich interlude, and then We Cry Together, which is that arguing track. I like the concept of it. I love, the fact how it was executed, but I'm never gonna be bumping that. That's not a song like argument back and forth. I don't see myself.
But I like how they did that. Song.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah, they were going back and forth, and it was like an real argument, but like in a rap way, and it was so like. The argument felt like it was for real, like how people actually argue.
And that is true.
In relationships.
Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah. That was very dope. I liked it.
And then what I really liked is Father Time as well. Him talking about his upbringing, how his father was very, very harsh on him. Let me find the actual lyrics. I don't want to.
Yeah, he said a lot on this album.
Oh, it's very personal. I come from a generation of home invasions, and I got daddy issues. That's on me. Everything them four walls had taught me made habits buried deep. That man knew a lot, but none enough to keep me past them streets. My life is a plot twisted from directions that I can't see. Daddy issues ball across my head, told me fuck a foul. So I'm teary-eyed, want to throw my hands. I won't think out loud. A foolish pride if I lose again won't go in the house. I stayed outside laughing with my friends. They don't know my life. Daddy issues made me learn losses. I don't take those well. Mama said, that boy is exhausted. He said, go fuck yourself. So his dad was very, very harsh on him. If he was emotional in any way, his dad didn't give a shit. I'm charging baskets, falling backwards, trying to keep balance. Oh, this part where mental stability meets talent. So to me, it felt like majority of this album was just Kendrick Lamar relieving his therapy.
Yeah, that's a good
What he
way to
went
put it.
through, what he went through in therapy, he kind of just relieves it on this album. I don't think he gave a shit about performance. I don't think he cares about if this album's gonna perform good or not.
Yeah,
I think he's just for his insanity and his relief. He went to therapy, experienced a lot, and then just put it all out there for people.
yeah,
And then whatever happens, I don't think he gives a shit. He's in Ghana right now, just enjoying life. I don't
exactly.
think
Yeah,
he gives a
I
flying
think he
fuck.
he just did the album that way, and he's like, this is the way I want to put it out.
So, yeah, I think that's what majority of this album to me was. He needed to get things off his chest, and that's a great position to be in as an artist. You can release music that's what you like. You don't care about the person. You get at a certain point where album sales don't matter. You're that big of an artist where even if you don't sell good, like any rapper that's established right now, Eminem, drop an album, it could sell horrible. It doesn't affect him at all. Jay-Z can drop Kanye. And all these artists on these lists can drop Drake, can drop an album, do bad, doesn't affect him at all. Any artist like that type of list. J. Cole, every these top tier artists, they can just do whatever music they like at this point. It doesn't matter. So I think that's what this album to me was. He went through therapy, experienced a lot, and then wanted to tell everybody about his personal life. A lot of crazy things, by the way. His aunt, I think, being transgender, transitioning from a guy to, or I think an aunt to a guy. I don't forget.
Yeah.
My auntie is a man now. Yeah, so from an aunt, from a female to a man, experiencing that, dealing with that. That's a huge thing to deal with. That's crazy. And then abuse, his mom getting abused and not being able to do anything about it as a kid, and then feeling grief about that. And then his mom thinking his uncle sexually harassed him.
Yeah.
And he's trying to tell him, no, that never happened. But his mom not believing him because it happens in the family. A lot of abuse has happened. So his mom never believed him in that situation. Him cheating on his wife, admitting that he was addicted to sex. He wasn't addicted to drugs. He wasn't addicted to weed. He said, I never took any of that. But sex, I was addicted, and I cheated on my wife. And then she's the one that recommended him therapy in the songs he talks about. So let me actually go over all it. But yeah, that's the first. That's not actually. I went over the second disc. I went over everything.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think that was.
I went over everything. My bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have anything? I don't know if you, because I think you're waiting to
On
answer.
the part. I was gonna say something, but I forgot, man. Shit. Are we still in the part one or?
Yeah, we can. Let's go to part two. Let's just go to part two and add it together.
My part two, man. What I really, really like, Kodak, on that was a Silent Hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
When he laid his verses on there, I loved it, dude.
You could argue that he washed Kendrick.
Yes, he did. But I liked what he was saying. I can't remember exactly what the lyrics were.
You got the bars.
But the way he started out was very good, and he was just kind of.
Now, why the question? A lot of people wondering why was Kodak on the album. That's what a lot of people are asking. Why? Here's why. Kodak has been accused of sexual harassing a girl, but he's been sexually harassed himself.
Okay.
So what is the theme of this Kendrick album?
Yes,
it's dealing with those traumas and then trying to figure out a way to deal with them when you're famous, real life, all that.
Right.
So putting Kodak on there, the person that's actually been through, because he talks about R. Kelly, and how he's the one that got sexually abused as a kid, and now he did it to other people. Now, does it excuse it? No, it does not excuse it. It's still a bad thing to do, but we know where it comes from at that point. When it happens to you, it ends up happening to other people, and they just continue the cycle. And then on the track, this is the song that actually got my eyes watery listening to it.
Which one?
That one where his kids, it's Mother I Sober, I think it's called.
Mother I Sober? Yeah.
That was, like, I was listening to it, and then at the end when his kids start talking about, thank you, Daddy, for breaking the cycle, like, that got my eyes watery. I was like, alive. I was about to start tearing up here because it was crazy. That whole album, that whole song is something totally different, man.
And I liked it on the Crown record, how he was I believe he was saying that he couldn't please everyone.
Yeah.
You know? Because everybody was wanting like for example, a car, for example,
Yeah.
and then he couldn't, it gets old. They just expect another one to be given by him just because he, is rich or
Yeah.
famous or, and he's, like how he's saying he's not really responsible to make everyone satisfied. And, what was it? I think that was The Crown, right?
And you can't please everybody, Because right now, even when Kendrick dropped this album, what is people saying? Oh, I want more club records. I wanted more this. I wanted more. Like, it's you get what you get. You can't please everybody. There's gonna be always somebody upset about something. It's like whatever. So I like that he mentions on the record. He also mentions what was I gonna say? I just slipped my mind here. About him not being the savior. You shouldn't look at these celebrities as saviors in your life. Talks about Future. Future told you to get a money counted, but he's not your savior. Cole told you to believe in yourself. I think he said, or he's not your savior. Braun got it. He's talking about, don't look at me as this Jesus Christ, this savior of everything, because I'm not that. I'm just a regular human being that has my own faults in life. And
he was like, love can change. It's fake only temporarily now. To whom is given crown, much is required now.
Yeah. Let me go over the Mother I Sober because that record's deep. So mainly on the third verse, he said, I was never high, I was never drunk, never out of my mind. I need control. They handed me some smoke, but I declined. I did it sober, sitting with myself. I went through all emotions, no dependence except for one. Let me bring you closer. This is where he admits the sexual addiction. Intoxicated, there's a lustful nature that I failed to mention. Insecurities that project sleeping with other women. Whitney's hurt with his wife. The purest soul I know, I found her in the kitchen asking God, where did I lose myself and can it be forgiven? Broke me down, she looked me in the eyes and said, is there addiction? I said no, but this time I lied. I knew that I can't fix it. Pure soul, even in her pain, no, she cared for me, gave me a number. She said she recommended some therapy. This is where he's talking about going to therapy for this and other problems. I asked my mama why she didn't believe me when I told her no. This is talking about the uncle that her mom believed that he got abused by the uncle sexually. I never knew she was violated in Chicago. I'm sympathetic. Told me that she feared it happened to me for my protection. Thought it never happened. She wouldn't agree. Now I'm affected 20 years later. Trauma has resurfaced, amplified as I write this song. I shiver because I'm nervous. I was 5, questioning myself, alone for many years. Nothing's wrong, just results on how them questions made me feel. So, yeah. They raped our mothers, they raped our sisters, and then made us watch. This is talking about slavery. Psychotic torture between our lives. We ain't recovered. Still living as the victims in the public's eyes. Pledge allegiance. One of the things that he really said, what record did he say this on, man? I wish I had these. I should have wrote notes.
I'm sorry? Or the one
No, one of these records, he talks about how politicians, he rubs shoulders with these people who fake, pretend like they're helping people. He says, I don't want to fucking do a speech because you guys are all fake. You guys don't even help people like that. You guys are politicians. I think it was, I don't know what record, man. Yeah, we should have wrote notes on this. I should have wrote to be more organized on this. I apologize. Sure. Yeah, at the end of the Mother I Sober, though, he said, you did it. I'm proud of you. His wife says, you broke a generational curse. And then she says, say thank you, Dad. And then the kid's like, thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you, brother. And then Mr. Morale.